Hi students and welcome back. During your last session, we have seen what is a Google Sheet, how you can use it, how you can enter data, how you can format your data, and how you can share your file, one while keeping it protected among your friends, colleagues, etc. In today's section, we will see some other tools that may help you use Google Sheet more effectively. So the first thing that we'll be doing is how to insert a task description. When we are giving a cell or when you are going to enter some data, you need to give additional explanation along with your column header or task. So for that, you'll be adding a descriptive note. For that, select on the column of the cell where you need to add a note. Select insert. In that, you can see an option note. Type in your description. Click anywhere else to close it. Okay, so this is how you have created your note. So once your note has been created, you will see that you have a note. Normal keys, nothing will be visible. Once you take your mouse near the note, that particular note will be visible. So an explanation is visible for you there. Clear? So this is a note. So when I click over that, when my mouse hover over that, you can see the description. And once I click somewhere else, it moves off. Okay, so this is how you will include a task description. Now next, how will you create a list inside your cell? Okay, to create a list inside your cell, you're going to select the column where you need to add the choices. Click on data and then click on data validation. On next to criteria, select the list of items, enter the choices separated by comma, click save. Okay, so this is a column I want to include some choices. I'm going to include the choices and click on data validation. See, my range is given. I'm going to give a validation list of items. I will be including a list of items. Let me give the languages: English, comma Hindi, comma Sanskrit, comma computer, maths. Okay, these are the options I have given. I'm going to save. So inside that cell, you can see only these options are available. You can select any one of that options. So like this, you can include a list in a cell. Next, we'll include some checkboxes. Okay, in a spreadsheet, you can include checkboxes. Okay, for that, you're going to click on insert followed by a checkbox. We'll see how it is done. So I'll click here. I'm going to click a row. I'm going to click insert. In insert, I have checkbox option. So I have a checkbox here. Okay, so checkbox tick and checkbox false. If it is checked and true, if it is selected, you can see a true value. If it is not tested, you can see it as a false value. Here you can give your criteria. Okay, so the next thing that we'll be including will be how to create a filter view. Okay, you want to see whether the task assigned to you is due on a specific date. So for that, or whether the work has to be completed on a particular within a schedule. So you can create a filter view. For that, you will be at the top, click on the data and then on filter. Okay, click on data, then you give a filter view, create a new filter view. You will see a option like this. There, what are you going to do? Name, you're going to give the name of the filter. I have given the filter name as mark greater than 80%. Range, I have given selected range, that is A1 to A34. So a filter is created. I have selected the score and here you can see a filter mark here. Click on that. You can get so many options on what basis your filtering is going to happen. It can be based on a color if it is already colored, or a condition, or a value. Here I have given filter by condition greater than or equal to 0.8. It's a percentage mark. It is 0.8 is given. Select OK. Set OK. You can see only the marks greater than 80 are displayed. So I'm just going to change the filter greater than or equal to 70. We'll see if there is a change. See, all marks greater than or equal to 70 is displayed here. So this is how you will be including a filter. Once your requirement is over, you can click the close button here to remove the filter. But once a filter is created, if you want to reuse a filter, you can use the same. Inside the data, you have a filter view. You can see all the filters that has been created by us earlier. This can be reused. We can use filter for many purposes. Okay, one, it can be used to show a specific filter when a person opens your spreadsheet. It can be used to sort your data after a filter. You can use filter views to save multiple filters. You can name the filters, and as per requirement, at different time different people can be using different filters depending upon their requirement. For example, I have created a filter marks greater than 80. Same in the same sheet, if I create another which shows a filter which is having A plus grade, I may be using a filter that is showing me mark greater than 80. The second person who is sharing the file may be using some other filter. At a time, multiple views can be used using the multiple filters without making a duplicate copy of your original spreadsheet. These filters are created temporarily, and it is not mandatory. You can save the filter and reuse it. That's the advantage of filters. Next important functionality is how will you sort a data. To sort a data, we'll be selecting the column or the row which you need to be sorted. I am going to sort my roll numbers based on my name. I have already have my mark. I am going to sort it based on the grade point. Okay, I am going to select the section whichever I want to sort. Now on data, I have a sort a range option. I'm going to sort the range. I have to see whether I have selected the row heading. Yes, I have selected the row heading. So you have to check this button, that is data has header row. I want it to be sorted not by marks. I want it to be sorted by the grade points. Okay, this is my rule. I want it to be sorted by A to Z order sort. Okay, this is how my sorting has been done. While you're sorting data, you can sort data not only based on a single field but n number of fields. Okay, so for example, here you can see I can sort data, sort range based on column, roll number. Then again, I can sort it based on the physics marks, again based on the max mark. So first we'll be sorting based on the number. If there are if two students are having the same marks in OS, it will be sorted based on their physics marks. If they have the same mark in physics, they'll be sorted on based on their max marks. So you can sort a set of values not based on just one heading or one column but more than one column. That's the advantage while using Google Sheets. So this is a yet another advantage of the sort using your Google Sheets. Next, we'll see how we can create a pivot table in a Google Sheet. We know that a pivot table is a table of statistics that summarizes the data of a more extensive table, and this summary may include some averages or other statistics which the pivot table will group together in a meaningful manner. And pivot tables is definitely a technique of data processing. They arrange or rearrange the statistics in a manner which can draw more attention to the useful information. We know that we can create pivot tables using Excel also. Here we will just create a pivot table. For that, in your Google Sheet, select your data content. I have selected my value. In data, you have an option pivot table. Click on that. You will be redirected. You will be asked whether you want to create as a new sheet or existing sheet. I'm going to create a new sheet. Create a new sheet. You will get a page like this where you will be given on the right side. You can see suggested rows, column, value and filters. Okay, so in the row, I'm going to select grade points and percentage. Two options I'm giving for the row, and for column I'm not going to include anything. Next I'm going to select the values as columns. I'll be giving as values. I'm going to select the grade points. I'm going to count the grade points, and second option is I'm going to include the percentages also. Percentage also I'm going to count the value. Here you can see that there are different options. You have some count, unique, average, max, min, median, product. There are lots of options. Using each option you can select the values, the type of values. If I give as count unique, that will be counting the unique values only. Unique percentages values only will be counted. If I give as just count, repeated values also will be counted. Okay, so this is how the value will be counted. Okay, so this is a pivot table that has been created. Here you can see that grade point 1, I have 1% value, that is 68.1. I can count the number of grade students who have got the grade of 68.67, that is one student, and the percentage is also 1. I have 2 students. Here I can see that of grade 2 I have around 10 values for grade 2, ranging from 71 to 80. Grade 3 was 80 to 90. I have around 12 students having that score. And for grade 4 it was 90 and above. I have 5 students having, and I have a grand total of 28 students. So I have got what is the grade point, what is the percentage, and how many students have got that percentage using this pivot table. So my table has given me, I have created a pivot table that gives me a precise information. So this is the advantage. Next we will be including a graph to your page. Graph, almost all of you have known how to create a graph. Everyone would have created using your Excel sheet. Here to create a graph, I'm going to select my data. In insert, I have chart option. Click on chart. I have got a chart already created using the values. On the right side, I have a chart editor from where I can select the type of chart that I want. I have used a bar diagram here. Column chart. I have selected the range. I have selected the x-axis. If I have selected all the values here, my selected range, all the values will be here. I can choose what I want for x-axis and what I want for the series or the y-axis. I have chosen as an x-axis name and as a series percentage. So this becomes my graph. If I want to add one more series, if I want my percentages also, that will be ranged from H2 to H33 will give me my grades also. This is my big grade, this may be my percentage value. Or I want some other details that can also be included as a series. So this is how you will be creating a graph. This is how you can insert a graph. Similarly, if you want to insert an image or a drawing, you can insert it directly. A drawing, whatever drawing you have, it can be a picture, already created picture, or you can draw a picture that can be added inside your graph. Okay, so I hope this much is clear for you, how to use filters, how to include pivot table, and how to insert a graph inside your Google Sheet. Thank you. Have a great day.